Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, whatever time zone it is, wherever you in the world, it is your Lore and Saviour. And today we've got another unboxing video for you ladles and jelly spoons. Finally, I have my hands on Astroprisma, and it came from Kickstarter or Backer Kit. I actually can't remember which one of the two that it was. And I say finally because we talked very fondly about this game at the beginning of this year, the year in question being 2025, and the year of our Lord Telos. The video in question is going to appear up there, developed by Crescent Chimera. It is a solo TTRPG with a sci-fi flair and also a sort of a post-apocalyptic sort of setting, where you're exploring the universe, or galaxy I should say, moving from system to system, finding planets, fighting aliens, hacking into the metaverse, and so much more. As I said, this was developed by Crescent Chimera. It was like a solo person project. It raised like something to the tune of €500,000 or dollars. I can't quite remember the currency that's on the site. And there's been fuck all attention with this, which I think is absolutely criminal. It's like real huge fucking life-changing stuff, and the artwork and the presentation of this is just fucking fantastic, as I showed you in the aforementioned video. And yeah, this is the final product. This is the book, and I didn't back this, as I think I mentioned at the time in aforementioned video. I pre-ordered this, and I pre-ordered the tier that had all the different zines and bits and pieces and the soundtrack, because there's actually an official soundtrack that goes with this TTRPG as well. It's actually going to be the music of which that you're going to be listening to right here, right now, as we begin to unwrap this box and we remind ourselves what Astroprisma is properly. And I also remind myself of the various different zines, because it's been a hot minute since I've had a look at everything and I don't quite remember everything that's involved. There's a casino themed one, like out in space sort of thing. There's a bounty hunter themed one where you can go after certain bounty hunter targets in different sectors of your hex crawl map. But yeah, let's just find out what's inside, both from an archivist sort of point of view and also as a general interest point of view. And hopefully we're going to have lots of fun just seeing what's inside. Now, I see the little telescope up here, but I can just go. The idea that it was supposed to rip in one piece, so let's try that again, but at the other end. Use the old fucking finger dragging down the box technique. Like a fucking pro. Fine, we'll just tear into it then, I guess. That works as well. So we've got that flap out there. Got that one there as well. Yeah, this isn't working how I wanted it to, but that's okay. That's all part of the fun. Right, okay. So what do we have in here? We have the book. Now, unless all the scenes are hiding their way in here, I only see the book in here. Oh, I was just about to hit... I was just beginning to question stopping the recording, because I thought, did I actually get the physical version of the zines or just the digital ones? But no, I feel there's a ridge in the book, the packaging. So there they are, all packaged rather nicely with that. Whew, that would have been a rather awkward thing to do indeed. Okay, so we're going to get rid of some of that fucking chicken wire stuff. I don't know the proper name for that. But as you can see, there's like 3-4-ish zines that are just stacked quite nicely on a very small, like, what would that be? It's not A3 because it's getting bigger. A5 sort of size. It's a nice small size. I like the fact that we've got a small TTRPG book, because it can just sit on a small little desk, little dice, you know, and doing whatever it is that you need to do. I like the fact it's not taking up a huge amount of space. I was a bit surprised. I expected it to just be a pinch wide and thicker, but that's absolutely fine. Not a criticism. It's just you can never properly visualize these things. It also doesn't help that when you go into these Kickstarter and Backer Kit things, you just see like the generic book size, and it just like creates a false impression sort of thing. But that's fine. As I said, not fussed about the size. I actually really like the fact it's a small book. For some bizarre reason, I wasn't expecting it to be wrapped in cellophane, which is bizarre. So I'll just do my best to attack this with a nail. Now I wish I didn't do my nails early this morning, but that's fine. We're in this straight away. Lovely stuff. Just take that up rather nicely. I'll put that by the Christmas tree. Merry Christmas, by the way, if that's in a festivity that's appropriate for when you're watching this. So the dogs don't get it. Wow, this looks and feels nice. It's got that, I don't know what you call it, but we got the our little Astroprisma mascot astronaut woman. Like you can see as I'm shining like that, but it's got like a different texture to the rest of the book, although the moon bit's got a little bit different there. Astroprisma at the top feels a little different as well. I hate for the childish comparison, but it's like getting like annuals of things as a kid, and like certain things like just pop out and just feels a little different. I like that. It just shows like a good amount of quality and care has gone into it just to make it stand out a bit more. Though that being said, with part of the design, if you look where her armpits are, I thought all of that would have extended to either end of the book. Small little gripe, I guess, but that's okay. It's not the end of the world. Not the end of the world. And what do we have on the back here? Astroprisma. Oh, it's an index. Okay, so rather than doing it on like the penultimate page, you've got like a contents page for all the bits and pieces at the back. I've got no idea how well that is showing up, just because of the whole lighting situation I have here. But that's nice to have that there. And on the very back page, just because I was curious, you've got like some various tables and oracles and things. On the very back cover, a bunch of tables for the oracle stuff, and then quick exploration rules. So you've got rules recap on the back, and the index. It's rather nice. But what's on the front of those covers, I wonder? Quick exploration rules and quick rules. I see quick and then rules. So telling you the exploration, the challenge rules, combat rules. That's nice. So exploration stuff on the back and oracle stuff for your solo endeavours, and then just all the quick rules you have on the front like that. It's a very nice OSR styled sort of mindset. And there was one thing that I was a little concerned about getting this, is how the artwork would look. But boy, does this not disappoint. This looks really nice. Just because of the nature of printing, like the quality of the cards might be just a little muted. But this looks really nice. This is transferred very nicely. Just look at that. Again, Night may not show that very well, but this just has a very gorgeous, like late 80s, early 90s anime aesthetic, and this looks very clear. The colour scheme has always been a bit muted by design because Crescent Chimera put like a 80s like VHS filter over everything just to give it that look. So whilst you've got these very vibrant pinks here, don't know how well that's appearing, sorry, all these different pinks here, it's not like bright Barbie pink in your face, like it's bright, but it's like there's some restraint there, and I just really like that. But yeah, this looks absolutely great, and I can't wait to get stuck in there, just creating the character and flying around and have all these different actors arrive on this page. When you're designing your starships, you like choose different parts and things, and it'll be cool like doing things digitally, like actually going into Canva or something, like making my ship together and then like moving it around as an object on the hex map, just having a bit of fun playing around with things that way around, because you know there's no wrong way of doing these things, and it's either that or I'll be printing things out. But yeah, this looks absolutely gorgeous. Just like, one person has done all this artwork, all this presentation stuff, the designing of the game itself. Like, why isn't this being talked about more? Why isn't this winning awards, for fuck's sake? Like, why aren't people on YouTube talking about this, especially with the amount of fucking money it raised? Like, I don't know. I just think it's just fucking gorgeous. And 2026, we're going to be seeing a lot more of Astroprisma on the channel, because I want to do like a little actual play sort of thing. Now, I did say that for Season 4 I was going to be doing the Marvel Multiverse stuff, where it's going to be my own solo Spider-Man, which I talk a bit more about in a video there. But I wasn't expecting this to be arriving before the new year, funny enough, so we're going to be shuffling things around. I want to be doing a bit of Astroprisma. I don't know if it's going to be like the full season, or we just do like a little shorter abridged series. I don't know, but I really want to explore this on the channel and just show this off a lot more. Just have fun with it, you know, I can't wait. Oh, wow. Just going back here, just look at the design on that bitch. Just, again, that's not showing that very well. It looks very dark, but that's just so cool. Of course, you can also join up with different factions, and depending on different quests and things you can do, you gain favour in one faction and lose favour in another one. So it's kind of got like a Fallout, like New Vegas sort of thing that's going on with that, which I think is really neat. So it's a bit more than just generic floating around stuff. Like, there's an actual world here. Like, going back to the ships a little bit, because I've just gone here, these are different ships that you can fight and probably collect. I need to have a proper look over the book. But just the way that it's all just set out is just, wow, it's just so fucking cool. Names tables at the back, so that makes it quite a generic thing for like some, I don't know, other solo player, or you play Traveller or something, you need a quick D100 table to come up with some planet names, and I'm just going to come up with a number. I'm going to go with 69, because why not? 69 would give us the name Rabia. Let's do another one just for the heck of it. Let's go with 96, what the numbers around. Yggdrasil, which definitely has some sort of Christian themes in there, of course, which we love, at least in a world-building sense. I am a bit iffy about the Christian faith in general. NPC generators, NPC requests, so all relating to the stuff that you can do when you're doing games. Apocalypse theory, what the fuck is that? Like how the world, well, the universe system, whatever, came to an end. 4, what does that give us? A machine hive might almost replace humanity. Huh. Fun. But yeah, this is just so cool. And there's even like fucking achievements that you can get in the game, which that isn't showing very well. So, origin story, complete a game with each of the 6 starting origins. Serum addict, amass a fortune of 9.999 serum during a single playthrough. So like real fun little side things like that. Not necessarily, it doesn't like unlock a certain mode in a TTRPG, but it's just a little bit of fun for encouraging a bit of play. So it has some of those like silly video game influences that are in there, which I think is really fucking cool. So yeah, this looks fucking great, and I cannot wait to get stuck into this and do some solo stuff on the channel. I actually bought some dice fairly recently. It's this set that's up here or somewhere on the screen, just because I want, you know, it's a little silly little treat thing just to get some matching dice. I've got a pink set now, I've got like these purpley sort of colours that sort of matches the dark purpley hues and blues on there, you know, just to make it special, you know, just to have fun with it. Like, I didn't quite understand why people did that at first, but having now done it myself, I kind of see the fun in it. It's just a lot of silly fun. Right, I think it's now time for us to go and move on to these scenes. I'm going to start with the top one, I'll work our way down, which is probably the most sensible thing to do. Now, these kind of have a nice flyer quality, which I'm not sure how I feel about that. Purely because I'm worried about them getting torn or like having the corners bent too easily. But yeah, it definitely feels nice. It doesn't feel cheap, that's what I want to get across. So, what do we have here? Exo Anomaly. So if I just open up like that, they're all going to open up something like that. Okay, so we've got a bunch of tables here for guarding, I don't know, actually. Let's go on to the back and see what this tells us. At the end of each cycle, decide your intended destination for the hexagonal cycle, then roll a d6 to determine the column of the anomaly table. Okay, so this just adds settlements, NPCs, and other random bits and pieces in your universe. I think that's what this is, because there isn't like a proper breakdown introduction. This is what this is. I could go and find out online, but as I said, we're discovering this together.
A few moments later.
Oh, there's an intro thing up here that I missed. I can read, I promise. Exo Anomaly introduces a set of unique events and twists to each cycle through the Anomaly Rolls tables. Okay, that's cool. It's a nice little thing, just to spice up gameplay a little bit. Of course, this can also pair as a journaling experience, so you can be making rolls and writing down your character's journey, or you could be doing it how as I'm going to probably be doing it on the channel, making a bit of an actual play, sort of like. Let's go to the second one now. This one looks like it's all tech-related. District map. It's a city. Something of neon. What does it say on the back? Introduction. The Sea of Neon. The location of the Sea of Neon, an infamous corpo city that floats over the waves of an aquarium planet, which is relevant because it's one of the planet types that you can roll up here, is revealed by a digital ad that pops up in your inbox. You may place the planet in any empty tile of your choice. Okay, so there's like some side hustles. District and Metro lines. The Sea of Neon is divided into different districts. The icon is an arrow pointing to the right, so it's the other way, I guess, on screen. An arrow icon indicates, and a upwards indicator mark locations. You can travel to a district on the same line for 10 serum. Alternatively, you can buy a 20-trip Metro Pass for 1V at the Vesteria Spire Central Stations. Okay, so this adds a location for you to explore the planet. So here we've got a load of descriptors and things. The backwater, the Quatin Mari Megamill, the Vestoria Spire, and on the back, ooh, we've got some drones, a Spider Mark II, Grenada, Butterfly, and Leviathan, and you can get these drones. Drones manufactured by the Vestia Corporation can be acquired at the Quatin Mill Mega District, and can be bought, etc. and so forth. So yeah, again, it's more world-building stuff. There's a whole district for you to explore with side hustles, different places to explore. Yeah, that's pretty neat. Okay, so this one is very Evangelion inspired rather, I can in English, with the face design, and a bit of Ghost in the Shell as well. If I just hold that one up a bit more, sorry for the lighting and things, there's not really much I can do about that. We've got like blacks and golds and purples here, and I didn't actually hold up the Sea of Neon one closer as well, so there you go, that's what that one looks like. So ceramic skin, which is the one we're looking at now, and from my peripheral I've just seen the casino themed one that I mentioned. This looks like cyber enhancements and the like. I'm going to hazard a guess that the introduction's on the back before. Oh, it's a whole origin. You may choose the cyborg origin during character creation. And they've got some stats at the back here, so we've got a whole new character class here. Okay, that's cool. That might be fun to be playing around with. So there's a couple of new places to explore. You've got a Crater Moon Minimax 5 and the Imperial Laboratories Lunar Skyline, which you can be placing on different parts of your map. The different rules for that and different places to explore for those things. Yeah, that looks cool. It's got a very like sort of a secret camera sort of like experiment sort of thing that's going on, so you could do like a whole storyline around that if you so wished. Maybe perhaps your character's breaking out or they're forced to return home for whatever reason. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. And I'm really taken by the artwork here because everything's been really bright, like pinks and purples. A very bisexual colour. We like that here. But that and that has a lot more sinister undertones to it just because of the more subdued colour schemes and the fact that we have more black into the scheme. Like, it's very, very clever just how those few colour choices just paint a whole different message. Now, Cloud9 Casino. I was just about to say, because I vaguely remember that there was like a Vaporwave inspired one, but I've just seen that one there, and I think underneath that one is the Bounty Hunter one, which we'll have a look at the moment. But this one does look very like Vaporwave, Barber Beats, that sort of like internet specific genre vibe. Let's have a look to see what Cloud9 Casino entails. We've got some fancy clothes, or armour I should say. Obviously armour will protect you a bit more from damage. So, narcobiotics, what are these? These rare narcobiotics used commonly to enjoyed by the elites and socialites at the exclusive VIP events in the old world. Today, space pirates and other outlaws have gained control over the commerce trade of these drugs, making huge profits selling them at the casinos like the Cloud9. Ooh, okay, fancy stuff that have different effects, things are going on. And I love that I just opened this up and it looks real fucking fancy. Like we're opening up a proper invitation to something. Oh, and literally says Chapter 1, a letter of invitation. The next time a character enters a settlement, they are handed a physical envelope by a mysterious merchant. And then there's a bit of verbiage there. Where to place the Cloud9 Casino. Breaking into the casino, if you so wish. One of the high society. Special magazine to buy weapons and the like from. Activities in the casino, bounty hunters you can go after. Oh, it's a little quest mission thing. Okay, I won't look at that because I just saw at the end, at the grand finale, if you sided with such and such, but I don't want to look at that one. I don't want any spoilers, but cool, there's a little quest in here. There's a lot of really cool little bits and pieces you can use to add to your game. So this is the Rate plus 3000 space one, and I've just found the Bounty Hunter themed one, bounty contract that is. So Vapor 3000 Space kind of looks like that, like you couldn't get any more fucking Vaporwave with something if you tried. I take that back, the back cover with that fucking title does the trick. Fairy Scene, with that fucking white 2K font. Oh, it's an online game, a virtual world, here. The Hyperspace 3000 is an expansion recommended for the early game characters. As the layers increase in difficulty, you may want to leave and come back for a character who's stronger. Okay, so this is a whole MMO sort of thing that you can go in to explore. There's some neurohacks you can acquire, located events, there's a map, networks and enemies, all of which has got a great artwork and presentation. Again, using those similar sort of colours like those pinks and purples, and you know, this looks black, but again, it's not quite, it's that very dark purple. Except for the bit in the middle, which is black, probably because it would pop a bit easier with the green that's there and the pink. And then again, all the writing's pink, so what the fuck do I know? But yeah, again, this all just looks so fucking gorgeous. And finally, on to our final zine the bounty hunter one, where you can go after certain targets, and they can also come after you. Or some weapon mods. Oh, there's a renown system where people can come after you. Renown marks your character and fame, and the notoriety as a bounty hunter. You gain +1 renown after completing a wanted contract, which is one of the people you can go and hunt after, and you are the target. Fame comes with downsides too. Every time you enter a settlement, you must roll a d10 and add your renown value. The result is 10 or higher. You're attacked by, and then there's a d6 list of results. So let us just say that I'm a bounty hunter, and we go over 10, and I roll a 4. We get a cyborg. So you could actually combine these in different ways and like create a cyborg using bits of information that in here is a world building thing. Yeah, that's cool. Got some weapons, the contract, and the main 2 pages are the targets in question, and I think one of them only appears once you've done with everyone else, because he's much stronger than everyone else, possibly. I don't remember. But yeah, this, again, similar pink, great colour style, great artwork, and just a gorgeous presentation throughout, really. Wow. I know it may appear that my energy has like died down a little bit with this. Part of the fact I'm really tired, but part of that is to do with the fact that it's difficult to take in all this fucking cool shit, honestly. It's just, Astroprisma is like, it's still hands down like one of the most gorgeous TTRPGs I've ever seen, and I actually still think it's like the most gorgeous book that I've seen, and with its artwork and its presentation and a clear fucking work ethic as well. But it's, again, I'll just keep saying this, it's a fucking shame that there aren't more people talking about it. And as I've said already, I'm going to be doing some Astroprisma actual play stuff on the channel on 2026. That will be happening once the solo cyberpunk stuff is out of the way. But it doesn't mean I can't start working on that straight away. And I don't know how many of these different little zine brochure things we can work into that. Maybe have a cyborg character like rolled up on a table, maybe, and see what we can get. But it'd be nice to like use a bit of everything in one way or another and see what happens. But I don't want it to be like too involved with everything, so it doesn't like be a bit messy. But it'll be nice just to showcase as much as I can, because this looks so cool. It looks like a lot of fun to do, and I want more people to be aware of this game. And like, this isn't a sponsored thing. I pre-ordered this on BackerKit or Kickstarter, whichever one it was, because it came up on my Blue Sky feed, and I thought, wow, this looks fucking incredible, I must have this. And then I did a fucking huge video waffling away about just how fucking cool this is. And yeah, I hope that Crescent Chimera gets the recognition they deserve from this, and like more people start talking and doing like solo actual play stuff. And also you can do group stuff with it as well. There's like a co-op mode with it as well. I just can go and support this game. It looks really cool. Like, play this with your friends, do it by yourself. It's not that expensive in the grand scheme of things. Yeah, go and support independent creators like this. It's just fucking incredible. And yeah, so 2026, we're going to be seeing quite a bit of Astroprisma content in a solo actual play sort of thing, and of course the expected review and all that rest stuff. And yeah, I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions about that. Do you have any ideas about what I could be using with this as well? If you've got character concept or names, I may consider them, because you've got a couple of months to try and work this one out, I reckon, before I start recording stuff. So if you want a bit of input to how that's going to turn out, do let me know down in the comments below. Yeah, I don't know what to say really. I'm just a bit taken aback, and get this game, and I will see you on the next upload, whether that may well be for you. And until next time, farewell.